Yo, what's going on, guys? Shake and Bake back, and today we've got some awesome stuff. I'm gonna be trying to help you guys pick your starter evolution card and starter pack for my team now, because this is pretty critical. Because past years you just got the free agents, you didn't get cards that were really of value and worth keeping on to for a little bit of time. But this is a card, like, especially if you're someone who's not gonna be buying VC or anything like that, you're not gonna be ripping a bunch of packs. This is a card you're gonna be holding on to, and you want to make sure you make the smartest decision. Now, what I've done for you guys on the screen right now is going to be a table of all the token market cards. Now, why do I kind of put that as a big emphasis and factor? Because I feel like tokens will be a bit easier to get this year, just based on what I've seen from just the rewards they show. And I mean, honestly, the token market is usually what everyone tries to knock out. You want these cards, you're going to be collecting them. And I mean, obviously, the first few stages, those are pretty cheap cards too. I think it's like, what, 3 tokens for the emeralds, which is literally, I mean, you can get that from like a game or two. Like, that's not that hard to get tokens like that. But then once you start getting down and down, you get down to like 30 for the amethyst, then 60 for the diamond, then 150, I think, and then 750, it gets pretty expensive. So now you want to make sure you make the right pick. So why did I do this? Because now you can kind of look and see, okay, position locks are in the game. You have to remember that. So that's why I've kind of broke it down for you guys by position. And that's honestly what you want to look at, I think, because I mean, maybe T-Mac's your favorite player, and, you know, you want to go with T-Mac. Okay, fine. I definitely don't blame you there. Like, if Derrick Rose, you're Derrick Rose stan. You're probably going to pick Derrick Rose, and you probably should. You're going to have the most fun with him. But let's look at this from, like, just a surefire point of, like, okay, I'm being smart with my team. I need to make sure I pick a player that I don't all of a sudden have a better point guard, and then all of a sudden I don't have use for Derrick Rose. Or he's not even on my team or on my bench for at least a little bit of time here, because, again, these are going to be pretty good cards. Again, the Evo cards from the starter pack, you will be able to get them from a Emerald to a Sapphire to a Ruby. So, again, I even did that and showed you that on the screen. And then you also have to take into account, besides all of these players right here, the starter, basically Spotlight Challenge that's going to be in the game day 1. And, I mean, we're going to get more of those each week, I think, but day 1, Dwayne freaking Wade, man. I definitely saw a lot of people hyped over that Tracy McGrady, but bro, T-Mac is dope and everything, but Dwayne Wade, I'm going to be rocking that card. He's going to be in my lineup, and, like, I want him in my starting lineup and getting stats, because then he can go up and up and up overalls to eventually a pink diamond. So I don't think, personally, I'm going to pick, like, Tracy McGrady just because, again, maybe you could put him at the small forward if he gets that secondary position eligibility, but we don't know if he does. And that's the huge thing with these guys. You want to make sure they're in your starting lineup getting points because, again, you can get those guys from a Emerald to a, what's it called, the Sapphire, I think, pretty easily. But then you need to get, like, I think 100 or 50 points and a whole bunch of dunks. Maybe it's different per each player, but I think that was for Tracy McGrady to get him to a Ruby. So if you have him and Dwayne Wade, if you're using one of them, you're not using the other one probably, and you're not getting him stats, especially if you need to get him like assists, rebounds, all this kind of stuff. If he's on your bench, then you're kind of wasting your time where you could level up 2 guys at once. You're kind of only leveling 1. Well, that's kind of why I made this little chart right here, and you can look down it, and I mean, I think honestly, I think the point guard position early on might be a little weak. I mean, there's Rondo, there's Steve Kerr, guys like that, but they are only so many dimensions to those type of players. Like Rondo, great passer. Maybe he's got a little bit of rebounding, but not going to be able to shoot. Steve Kerr, he's going to be able to shoot, but probably not too much of anything else. Damon Stoudemire, again, he's undersized. He can shoot a little bit. There's some good cards there, but that Derrick Rose, I think he's got like 90-something speed at the Sapphire, bro. He's going to be super nice, I feel like. That might be a good option. And then, like, once you look at, you know, there's some pretty good Ruby point guards, but I don't know if Barbosa, Jeremy Lin, Michael Ray Richardson, Rod Strickland out of me sticks out of that group as a Ruby, and like the only one who I would replace Derrick Rose with, I suppose. But if you look at the shooting guard, once again, you have to take effect the Dwayne Wade, which can be a Ruby, it can be an Amethyst, it can be a pink diamond, a diamond, like that. That's definitely better than Tracy McGrady Ruby. I'm sorry, it just is. That's just factual. And then again, look at the freaking, I mean, even just the Rubies. Like, there's Rex Chapman, there's Michael Cooper, Ray Allen. Those are 3 good Rubies. Now, Ray Allen, his shot kind of stinks usually, but who knows? If they give him quick draw and his jumpers, you know, kind of fixed, then that would be a fire card early on at the shooting guard position. And then there are some pretty good diamonds in there, too, with Richard Hamilton later on, Drazen Petrovic. So, if you're thinking long-term, I don't think taking Tracy McGrady would be a smart option. Then you kind of look at maybe the small forward position. You can see Pierce early on. That's not a bad budget card, especially for an Emerald. We see Ricky Pierce, Tony Kukoc. Okay, not bad. Andre Iguodala, I think, is a big one there. I know I'm going to be using that card. I already know, man. I love Iguodala in 2K. He's always so good. And then you look at, like, you know, Marion, Q Rich. He's always pretty nice. Maggette, Bob Dandridge. There's some nice cards. And even Larry Kennan. I don't know who he is, but maybe he's nice. I think for me, personally, the small forwards that are Amethyst look super nice. Battier, Butler, Rudy Gay. I mean, Rudy Gay was one of the most coveted Amethyst players, if you remember, over the past couple years. He's always been super good. Richard Jefferson, those are 4 good small forwards at that position right there. And remember, you're going to have to collect 10 emeralds, I think, 10 sapphires, 10 rubies, 10 amethysts, 10 diamonds, and then 5 pink diamonds, I think, to get to the Galaxy Opals. So you're going to have a lot of these cards. Not like you're only going to have, you know, one of these small forwards. You're more than likely to get to that next, you know, diamond. You're going to pick 2 or 3 of these guys, probably. There are also some good power forwards as well. Like, man, the Amethyst tier is actually super nice. So that's one thing you got to remember. I don't know. I think Derrick Rose seems like a great option to me. Like, I think he's, I mean, Richie Guerin, Kevin Johnson, Norm Nixon, Reggie Theus, even Bob Cousy, like, those guys are okay, but, like, Tim Hardaway, maybe a little bit better than Derrick Rose, maybe. We'll see. I don't know. But that Derrick Rose seems nice compared to some of the other names and even the tiers above him. I don't know. Derrick Rose might be the move I'm thinking, my brain. Like, look at the power forwards. Thurl Bailey, we know he was super nice this past year. Now, he might be a little tweaked and might not play as crazy glitchy. But still, Derek Coleman, okay. Gugliotta, we know how cheesy he was. I'm not sure if he's going to be that way next year, but Dennis Rodman, Larry Johnson, too, at the diamond. Like, Antoine Walker at the ruby. So, I don't know. Dirk Nowitzki, not a bad option, especially with post-scoring. He's a pretty good option there, but you got to look at all the names. And that's why I wanted to do this, because you can literally look at the position. If you're thinking of taking Dirk, you look at all those names. And if you don't like those names on that list, you take Dirk. If you don't like those names at the, you know, center position, you don't like Hibbert, Swen Nader, Bill Lambier, you don't like, I mean, there's some pretty, JaVale, you don't like those guys, maybe Hakeem's a good option. Hakeem is definitely not a bad option, but Bill Russell, DeAndre, there's even Matt Johnson at center, which is kind of wild. I don't know how that's going to play or how that's going to work, but one thing I would say to take note of, not a lot of secondary position for these guys. You see Jared Bayless, and then, like, Jeff Foster, and I think there maybe is, like, one more. Yeah, Otis Birdsong and Sleepy Floyd. Those are the only guys with secondary positions out of all the token cards. So, yeah, don't just think you're going to take those guys and then run them in a different position, because you're not going to be able. So, I don't know, kind of a quick video here, but I just wanted to make this short video just to, I don't know, I thought this would be helpful because you can see all the token players all sprawled out, but once you kind of look at the list like this, and you go, oh, wow, that position's looking kind of stacked. Like, again, the Amethyst small forwards, you see those, like, 4 guys. Those are 4 really good players. So, like, Vince Carter's cool, but he would get replaced pretty quickly, I feel like, once I get one of those forwards. Or, again, replaced pretty quickly for T-Mac with freaking Dwayne Wade. You get that Dwayne Wade card for literally playing 1 game. So you will have that card right out the gate. You'll have an Emerald, and then he'll probably not be too hard to level up to probably same as, like, Ruby, I'm thinking, and then probably after, like, I feel like Amethyst to Diamond to Pink Diamond are probably going to be really long grinds, but who knows, man. Definitely, hopefully this helps. I don't know. Again, I think there is no #1 choice of, like, oh, you have to take Tracy McGrady, you have to take this, especially when you're not even going to get to see the badges and all the, you know, stats for these guys either. I suppose you could wait till, like, everybody else has already got the game and open up their pack. But I feel like most of you guys, you're going to get the game, you're going to hop on my team, and you're going to rip that pack right away. So hopefully this video in advance gives you a little bit more knowledge. So now when you make that choice, you go, that guy. I want to take him because I know all the token cards, I know the evolution cards, and I know which position I need to attack. So I think point guard, maybe center, not too bad options. Again, Dirk's not a bad option either, I mean, but I also really like Antoine Walker. I feel like he's usually pretty good. Thurl Bailey, I think I'm going to be rocking out Thurl Bailey. And then, again, I feel like shooting guard's just loaded. We're going to have Ray Allen, Rex Chapman, like, the T-Mac would be gone from my lineup, I feel like, after, like, a day, 2, maybe even. Whereas, like, if I pick Derrick Rose, he might be rocking on my lineup for, like, at least 5, 6, 7, 8 days. Who knows, man? Maybe longer. For y'all, it could be way longer. It could be a month, 2 months, 3 months. You never know. So, it all depends on what kind of team you rock, budget, versus all of these other cards. You do also have to remember, too, all the current day players that are going to be in the game, but that's, you gotta get them somehow, and all the domination cards, whatever we get from that. And then, of course, there even are some cards from the card collector levels, but there's some sapphires in there, so they don't really affect, I guess, the starter pack and who you're going to pick for that. So, hope this video did help you guys. Let me know in the comments, who are you taking? Are you taking T-Mac, even though, again, there's going to be a Dwayne Wade that you can get out the gate that could be way better than him? I mean, maybe you are, but, I mean, that's up to you. Again, I wouldn't bank on T-Mac being able to play at any position other than the 2. I really would. Like, they have said certain cards will be able to add with the evolution a secondary position, stuff like that, but they didn't say if any of the starters could. I don't know. We'll find out more as the game gets closer. We are now a week away at the point of recording. This might even be less than that. Might even be 6 days from now. It is crazy close, but I hope you guys did enjoy. I'm definitely looking like Mr. Clean, bro, with the white shirt today. I don't know, but it's kind of funny. Hope you guys did enjoy, though. That's all I got for you. Be sure to like this video if it helped out. And yeah, there's the chart. And yeah, I'll even tweet this chart out too. So if you want to like download a photo of it and stuff like that, you don't have to screenshot the video, I'll do that as well. Hope you guys did enjoy.